musicbystars MP3.
Alright, this beat gets a breakdown because I genuinely thought this would be impossible to make. But to understand why, we gotta go back in time a little bit. 2017 was a year of Lil Pump, big doinks, and for me, anime editing. Relax. I know. You see him, you see the lights, you think, Jesus Christ, this guy's just been a dope viber since grade school probably. But not really the case. I was 16 that year, and my whole life was just watching and editing anime. I mean, shit, even the reason these videos have their unique little title cards is because all I ever learned how to do in After Effects was just anime related. And if I want to get a job in like a media company or a production company, nobody's gonna hire me off a hard drive full of flow clips and shake presets. So I use them to learn like real editing stuff. But regardless, all the anime editors, at least the ones that I knew of, had incredible music taste. And in the editing scene, everything was incredibly gate kept. You couldn't find a song title or a SoundCloud link in any description to save your fucking life. It was miserable. Especially because even if you could Google lyrics, it would be like some random producer flipping an acapella that like you have no way of finding. Because they wouldn't title it Bad and Bougie Flip. It'd be some shit like whipping up dope in the Uzi, but like with that like vaporwave font where everything's all like spaced out, and that'd be the title. Like that's impossible to find. Sometimes you would get lucky though, and you'd find like an editor's SoundCloud profile, and then you'd be like the scientist and Akira, just all like just mesmerized by the gold mine of it all. So in this very secretive, gatekept time, one of my favorite songs was one that I used in this edit I made. Now you can ignore the quality of the edit while we talk about it, but I love this song, and when I became a producer years later, I wanted to sample it. It has that same intangible quality that Antarctica by Suicide Boys does, in my opinion. Like something about that vocal sample is just so like beautiful. Like I can't describe or articulate why. And thus begins the search. All I have left of this song is this like 8-second MP4 file, just this edit with all those loud ass. But I lost all my editing project files from back then, so it's not like I could just go back and find it. And what makes it even worse, I used to be so proactive about archiving everything. I still have a folder called Songs to Edit To, and it's organized by vibe. Like happy, sad, dark, like it's crazy. And I'm pretty sure I downloaded them one by one on like scdownloader.net. It's 96 files in there. Some of them are 20-minute like mixes, and still this song that we're looking for is nowhere to be found. And I can't just sample this video because it has the drums and it's not the full thing and the whoosh sound effects that I added. I looked at my old SoundCloud account. It's not in the likes. I looked through all 1,000 songs in there. It's not in there. Shazam doesn't show up anything. If you Google the lyrics, you do get a Lil Wayne song. I guess this is closer to the true origin of where it's really from. And a quick side note, I tried to take this Lil Wayne song and kind of reverse engineer it to match the song that I'm talking about in the edit, the one that I want to sample, and I can't figure it out. I don't know what makes it so different. And so I was stuck. Cannot find the original, but this song is still stuck in my head years later. These same 7 seconds of this song just replay in my mind prison, where I'm forced to hear it, but I can't listen to the whole thing. I'm just in jail in my head because of this song. And so for almost 7 years, I thought that my shitty AMV edit is one of the only last standing relics of this just totally lost song, doomed to wither away in the sands of time forever. And I'll be the only one that remembers it, and I'll never be able to find the original. Until one day I was looking at my closet. I'm like, why do I only have my left black Air Force? Where's the other one? And I went and cleaned out my whole closet. I swear to God, it was like a movie scene. Like I had old Phase Rain merch all tattered on the ground. I lift it up, and there's my old hard drive. Holy dude. The first thing I did was look for my editing project files and grab that fucking MP3. We did it. We found it. I still don't know the name of who made it because the MP3 file is just a bunch of fucking letters and numbers. That's just how it goes, I guess. But now we can sample it. One thing I didn't expect when I finally got to hear this song again in full was for the fucking Vine.
Shit, here I go like mystical. Bitch, you bad, bitch, you built like a testicle.
I did not think that would be the intro. So stupid. Because then when I'm working on the beat, that gets stuck in my head and I'm clicking in the piano roll going, but you bad, but you built like a test. So stupid. But okay, now we can take our Indiana Jones hats off and just be normal producers again, and I can get into how I made this beat. I got very lucky that the whole sample, no drums, just plays out in the beginning. All I have to do is just cut it and time stretch it. I just looped it. I kept it kind of simple because there's so much pressure after all these years of finally getting to make this beat. I didn't want to like overdo it. So you can still hear the every like 4 bars or whatever. I kept the bass in there. I didn't like EQ it out and try to make my own because I just love how this hits so much. It's so loud. I decided I'd make it into a drill beat because the homie Josen just has this beautiful song produced by Not a Machine.
Niggas been wondering why you talking that shit, little nigga. How you got like that, walk like that.
And ever since hearing that snippet, I just associate like beautiful singing samples to like incredible drill songs. So I'm like trying to follow in their footsteps. I started with this hi-hat pattern. And then for the snare, we're using the coolest snare that I got. It's like a chop snare, but it's so light and airy. And I layered it with a normal chop snare too, because everything's loud. I'm not worried about mixing or anything. I'm just making sure everything hits right. I don't know, just for my own sake, I tried to stay pretty true to what the original drum pattern was. You'll notice halfway through, like 4 bars in, the hi-hats cut out for a little bit, and the kick patterns are pretty similar. And something in general that I just love about this era of music is there's so many crashes. There's this big crash sound effect, and there's this one. These are the 2 classics to me. Why not put them every 2 bars? Every bar. Why not? And then we got a couple other perks and details in here too. And that is basically it. This is my favorite beat that I made all last year, just because of all the effort it took. And I hope this video gives you a little bit of insight into how I came up and how to make shit like this, I guess. I don't know. I just thought it was a fun story to tell. Thank you for watching. Thank you for giving me a chance. Hit me on Instagram if you need beats, if you need loops, if you want to send me loops, if you want to play Smash online. Elon ruined my Bird app and it makes me sad and I need somewhere else to go and live and be my true self. And I want Instagram to be that place. But yeah, thank you. Very good.